Hello, I'm Dr. Brent Gibson, and today we're going to talk about the Unhackable book for day two. Day two, right here, which is to pick your boon. So, to help you understand a little bit about Boon, I'm going to actually first turn the time over to Carrie Oberbrunner, so we can actually try that first. So let me.
Hey friends, it's Carrie Oberbrunner, and you are on day 2 of the Unhackable 30-day book club. Hey, listen, we are having a blast. If you want to jump in, go to Unhackable Book on Facebook, the club, and jump right in. There's a bunch of us. Listen, on day 2, here's what you're doing. You're picking your boon. And here's what I realized. People don't care if they get hacked. Let me say that again. People don't care if they get hacked unless they have what's called a boon. Let me explain what I'm talking about. We actually choose distraction. We actually choose to get hacked. We actually want to get sidelined and sabotaged. Why? Because it gives us mental relief. In other words, life's pretty tough. And we all have distractions and stress. And what happens is when we get hacked, we actually get some dopamine hits, and so it feels good. But here's the point. A life of getting hacked is never going to serve you. I tell people all the time, a life of distractions never produces a life of meaning. So what's the solution? The solution is that you need to pick your boon, and that's what you do on day 2. Your boon is your greatest ache, your truest longing, and your deepest desire. That's what a boon is, B-O-O-N. It comes from Joseph Campbell. It comes from a book called The Hero with 1,000 Faces. And it's all about what movies are based on, the hero's journey. You look at Star Wars, you look at Lord of the Rings, you look at The Matrix, you look at Hunger Games. They all have this story arc where a hero has to leave the ordinary world and go into the special world. And that's you, my friend, today. You might think today's all about the elections, and today's all about the economy, and today's all about all these things that the world wants you to get glued to. In fact, the world wants you to pay attention. Marketers in years past used to care about you paying cash. Now cash is too far down the line. They want you to pay attention. And they measure it with eyeballs and eardrums. And so most of the world today is going to be glued to the TV, not today, not tomorrow, not this week, but forever. That's exactly what the social dilemma talks about. The social dilemma is all about how a dead whale is worth more than a live whale. A dead tree is worth more than a live tree. A dead person is worth more than a live person, according to media. Why? Because that is the person who is totally given up. They've been blown up with ads and marketing. And here's my point, folks. Nothing is the enemy except for our own tendency to hack ourselves. I don't have anyone else to blame. You don't have anyone else to blame. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Sean? So listen, folks, you are to blame. I am to blame for my own hacking. Why? Because I crave distractions just like anybody else. No one's putting ads in front of me, right? But I'll tell you what, today we live in a different world. In the past, you used to only see a few ads a day. Now you see over 5,000 ads a day. In years past, you used to make a few thousand decisions. Today you make over 35,000 decisions. It's called decision fatigue. This is why at the end of our days, we say that we're tired, we're burnt out, we're exhausted, we're running on fumes, we're going on empty. Folks, the answer to overcome all of this is to identify your boon. I'm going to go faith with you for a second. It says in the scriptures that Jesus had to endure his cross, but he considered it joy. Why would he consider it joy? Because his eyes wasn't on his cross. His eyes were on his crown. Let me say that again. The way that you become unhackable in work and life is not to focus on your cross. Focus on your crown. And if you don't know what your crown is yet, join the free book club. Unhackable. Get your book, unhackablebook.com. Get it on Amazon, get it on Audible, get it wherever you need to get it, and then join the free Facebook group, because we are literally going through an entire community is going through the 30 days, one day at a time. You can still catch up. Yesterday was day 1, today's day 2. Be a soul on fire. I'll see you tomorrow with day 3. Go ahead, tag someone who needs to hear this, share it, and let's get people who are unhackable. Take care.
Perfect. So as Carrie was talking about, he actually talked to you about this book, and he says that you can actually go get a book. I'm going to do even better than that. I'm going to offer you this book for free if you go join the Be Unhackable book club, and you can actually get it there. But let's focus a little bit on what he was talking about, the boon. Sometimes people will call it their big why. It's basically the reason why you want to do something, your big goal, the big reason that you're trying to accomplish something. So if you have a really big goal, that may be your boon, but it needs to be something more than I want to just accomplish this particular task. It needs to be bigger than that. It needs to be something that makes you be alive. So one of the in the book here, one of the quotes that actually is used right at the very beginning of this day, it says, it's by Howard Thurman. It says, "Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive, because what the world needs is people who have come alive." So in your goal, your ultimate boon should be the thing that brings you life, that helps you feel more alive, feels more like real. So you're saying, okay, I want to accomplish this. And when I accomplish this, it's going to change me, but it's also going to change the world. It's going to touch the world in a new way, a different way. And the reason we don't reach our goals, the reason we don't live our dream, is because we're getting hacked. And so yesterday we actually talked about rewriting your story. Today it's figuring out where you're going. What is your ultimate thing that you're going to accomplish in this process? And if you have questions, you're saying, okay, I'm not sure exactly what that is, then leave a message in the group and I will actually respond, and we can actually help you figure that out and give you some resources so you can actually figure that out. Because once you know where you're going, it's easier to create the path to get there. And then we can work on making sure that you're not hacked each and every day so that you can truly do this. I'm Dr. Brant Gibson. Thank you for being here in the Be Unhackable book club. If you're seeing this in one of the other groups or on my page and you haven't joined the group, I recommend you jump into the Be Unhackable group, book club group. If you do that, you can actually do it by, one way is to actually go to unhackablechoices.com and it will send you to that group. But by doing that, you can actually get in the group. You can actually really start to, one, take the assessment and decide if you're being hacked on a daily basis. And 2, you can get your free book. I've already purchased it for you. You just pay for the shipping and we can actually get you the book to you as quick as possible. Thank you. Thank you for being here. We'll see you again tomorrow when we talk about day